shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Two and a throw right away.
Something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. Tua sets up to pass it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. Not the best to start to. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 out. That's not what they have drawn out.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Curtis. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go any.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target too. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. I like what you just said.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 27, Tua. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Bullet good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The offense wasn't out there for a long time. They were out there for a good time. Good play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Down. It's Curtis, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's Curtis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 6 yards left on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Oftentimes now, offensive defenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now a give, right side. It's Curtis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, it's Curtis. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. From the 29, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Tucker with the extra point. And they take a 7-point lead. So not only the cough, the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins are sending up the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Curtis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll run on first down. It's Curtis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Curtis. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Boyle. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we'll get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run the counter. It's Curtis. Now a stoppage, and oh, we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Convert with a gain of 4. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.